Hey guys, welcome back to another Quick Phone video. So today we're doing the LG Stylo 4 review on Boost Mobile. So as you can see, this is the Boost Mobile variant. So let's go ahead and get some of these specs so we don't make this review too long. But I will give you my honest opinion of this phone and is it really worth the money. So let's go ahead and see what we get in the box. With the specs at least, so I can read you some of the specs. It is a 6.2-inch Full HD Plus touchscreen with a stylus. It's a fingerprint sensor in the back. It's a 32 gigabytes of ROM, so 32 gigs of internal storage with 2 gigs of RAM. It has a 1.5 gigahertz octa-core processor, 13 megapixel rear-facing camera with a 5 megapixel front-facing camera. Like I said, it does run Oreo 8.0 out of the box. And supposedly the battery is a 3,300 milliamp battery. It can hold you up to about 21 hours. Also, there is a wide angle 5 megapixel front facing camera, which is pretty cool, but let's get into that. So let me put the box below and let's go ahead and look at the phone. So let me exit all that. First let me show you kind of the build quality of this, which is some people would say it's not the best, some people say it is, who knows. I can tell you right out of the bat that the back is pretty cool. I like the Boost Mobile and Sprint version have this kind of carbon fiber look. All these little spots are from my case and stuff, but nevertheless, you guys can see it. So there's an LG tramp stamp in the back, but that is all. There's no Boost Mobile tramp stamp or anything. In the front, you do have your 5 megapixel camera, your earpiece right there. Let me turn the screen off. On the bottom, you see there's nothing. Sometimes there's a logo, but there's nothing. On the right side, there is a power button. The left side you have volume rockers, volume up and volume down. And the bottom you do have your Type-C charging charger right here. So yeah, there you go, charging port. You do have your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, and as well you have your stylus right here. So it's pretty cool, guys. In the front you do have, well, on the top you do have a mic. And that is it. In the back, you do have your fingerprint sensor right there with a flash, LED flash, and your 13 megapixel rear-facing camera. So overall, this phone I would say is pretty good. The number one thing that people will tell you is get a case, guys. You definitely need to get a case for this because it scratches like crazy. And like I said, mine has a little nick, I believe, up here somewhere. And this is I ordered the case before I even got the phone, so that's crazy. I don't know how I got scratched, but overall the phone does look beautiful in the hands. I like having a black phone, darker phone. It just gives it that extra coolness, and I do like the back. Some people are like, well, where'd you get your back? You know, is it custom? It's like, nah, it came with the phone. You cannot remove the battery off this phone, so there's not a removable battery. And your speaker as well is on the bottom right here, and we'll talk more about that in just a little bit. But overall, let's get into the phone. So to unlock it, number one thing with a fingerprint sensor, it's not the fastest, guys. It really isn't. There's quite a bit of lag in this phone, and like I said, I'm gonna be comparing to the Boost Mobile model during this review, guys. $200 with the new activation or upgrade. If you do a port and you save $50, you get for $150. And currently in Walmart you can get for $29.99, but I'm going off of the Boost Mobile value you get out of this. So. And yes, I do know you can get this phone cheaper, like in Metro PCS. I believe they give it to you free, but who wants T-Mobile service? I don't get service here, so I don't know. So let's go ahead and unlock it. As you can see, let's test that out first. Let's see how fast that is. There's about, I would say about 1.5 to 2 second delay there, so that's not, I don't know. The fingerprint sensor is definitely not the fastest, guys. I'll tell you that much. But let's get into the phone and see what we get in here. So there is no app drawer. You can get the app drawer if you want in the settings, but overall I'm just going to go with the default settings. You do have, of course, your calling here, your call log. So here is, then you have your call logs, contacts, groups. Overall, call quality on the phone is pretty good. I actually did a couple calls and it's fine. I do get perfect signal here in my house, so I have no issues with that. Now let's go into texting, which a lot of people actually wanted me to test this out. So let me make sure I don't have any numbers or anything like that. I know it's actually funny. I actually have the Sprint numbers, so those are not my numbers. So let's go ahead and pretend we're going to go ahead and message Sprint. So here we go, guys. Everybody wants to see the emojis we get. As you can see, here they are. So here are the emojis. Everybody wants them. Everybody always asks me in every review I make how they look. So here they are, guys. pretty cool. They are one of the newer ones as well. So not that bad. Like you get the cowboy and throw up and all that stuff. Doesn't have all the newest ones that you get like in a Samsung or anything like that, like the Wizard, the fairies, and all that stuff. But overall, I think it's okay. You know, these are like the LG emojis. So overall, texting is very fluent on here. I don't have any issues. I do like that it has the swipe feature. I love that. Some phones don't have that, and it kind of bugs me, but this phone has no issues with that. So like I said, texting is perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it. It's quick and everything. Like I said, there is sometimes a little bit of lag here and there, but like I said, we'll talk more about that in just a little bit. So texting is good. Pictures, I do like that it has its own dedicated gallery app, not like the Moros that you have to use Google Photos. I know you can download one, but it's not, you know, it's not the same. Another thing that a lot of people complain about this phone is that the storage. Let me show you a picture I actually took about the storage when I actually got the phone, so you can see. So this is out of the box when I did my unboxing. I actually took a screenshot so you guys can see. This is a big gripe. You have 32 gigs of internal storage, guys. It used up 13.58, so 13.58 gigabytes out of the box without me installing anything. So just the system alone used that. So as you can see, 13 gigs, and then others was 0.38, and then all that other stuff. So out of the gate, you will only be able to use 18.42 gigs free. Like I said, that was a big gripe with everybody. It used almost half of it. That's crazy. But overall, like I said, let's just keep going. One thing, of course, is the pen. The pen is the main attraction of this phone. So, you know, why even go further if the pen sucks? I always consider this pen as like a car antenna. It's just so flimsy. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I try hard enough, this thing will bend. It's not no quality, but I mean, this is what, like 10% of the value of a Note, so you can't complain really. The pen overall is a little bit better than the Stylo 2 and the Stylo 3, I would say. It does have pop lens, and what pop lens is basically, let me show you, pretty cool, so you can actually kind of like zoom in on things. It's very nice to have. Pop lens, GIF capture, capture plus, pop memo, so if you just want to do a quick memo, like, you know, quick memo or something like that. It is pretty cool. I do like, I don't know if you can hear it, but it sounds like you're actually writing on like cardboard or paper. You know, it's pretty cool. I like that noise. It's very nice. Like I said, I do enjoy that. And then of course you can save this. Another thing I like about this is it does have Capture Plus. So let's say I want to take a screenshot of this and I want to be like, oh, check that helmet out right there. You know, and then this is Facebook right here. I do like that you can draw. It captures, basically takes a screenshot of the screen and then you can draw over it. I do like that a lot. It's pretty cool. So it really would help, you know, for work or anything like that. Also, it does notify you when the pen is out too long. It'll say, don't forget about your pen. Another thing that a lot of people kind of complain about is how you get the pen out. So as you can see, you actually have to put your nail in there to pop it out. But then it's pretty cool, you do hear that little clicking noise. It only goes one way, so some people I've known to actually jam it in there and break the thing. So be careful, guys, don't jam your stylus in there. Like I said, it only goes one way. You can feel it when it's actually going in there. So yeah. From here, you want to go, it is pretty cool. You do get some essentials like task and audio recorder. I like that it does have an audio recorder management. I do like that it does have a file manager and smart cleaning as well. A lot of newer phones have this feature, so you can kind of optimize it. Helps clean and kind of fasten the phone. You do have email. Then from here, some apps. So it's, as you can see, it's all nice and stuff. Let's actually look at my device. So as you can see, here it is, guys. Model LG Q7108L, hardware and all that stuff. Screen resolution is 2009 by 1080. So this is a 1080 screen. That is one positive thing I could say about this phone, is the screen is a 1080p. You can definitely notice that. The one thing I will say with the screen, unless, guys, you have this super bright, look how bright I have this. You can't really tell. Like if you have it halfway, it's super dull compared to other phones. If you have it halfway, it's super bright. That's one thing I don't like about this, is that you have to really max out the the brightness on the screen for you guys to be able to see it. But overall, it doesn't really bother me, but I know some people get bothered with that. So it does have an FM radio, which is pretty cool. You usually only see that in Motorola phones. So now let's get into the star power of this, which some people think the camera's not all that, but honestly, I think the camera is decent for what you're getting. Especially, remember, you can get this for $129.99 at Walmart. It does have Q lens. Well, Q lens is something pretty cool. So let's try Q lens. So take a photo of an item. So let's say I have a photo of this right here. So you can use like the Amazon. I will take a picture of it, and then you can find it on Amazon or something like that, and see great bulbs and all that. It's pretty cool. It's not super accurate, but I mean, it's pretty nice. Q lens overall is nice for all those crazy shoppers. Pinterest, same thing. You can take a picture of it. And I must say, the camera actually is really good on this phone, guys. Like I said, it's not the most accurate thing on Pinterest or anything like that, but basically, when you use Q lens, you can either do visual shopping through Amazon, Pinterest, visual search, or scan QR code. But let's go into the camera. So here in the settings, so there is an HDR mode. You can also have the cheese shutter, so you can take a photo by saying cheese, smile, whiskey, Chimkey or LG, tag location, grid, help. Right here you also have full vision, so you can make it all screen. Now, one thing I must say, if you do this, you do lose some of the quality on the picture. So as you can see, it dropped down your camera from 13 down to 8.7, as you can see right there. So I don't like it. I usually keep it standard. Is that a mosquito? I usually keep it standard. The camera quality you can change here, so 13 megapixels, 4.9 megapixels, 9.7 megapixels, in different aspect ratios, so 16 by 9, 4.3, 18 by 9, even a lot of people are liking that 18 by 9, so you can take pictures like that. So if you do 18 by 9, it is an 8.7 megapixel. So overall, I just keep it at 13 megapixels to make it look the best. Recording, you do get 1920 by 1080 or 1440 by 720 and so on. So you can put a timer as well. If you click the timer, it'll say how many. So it's 3, 10, either 3 seconds or 10 seconds. Pretty cool. So here in modes, you do have auto mode, food mode, match shot. Match shot is pretty cool. Basically what it does is it takes 2 pictures of different items. So here, and then the other end, I can take a picture of that, and it will just stitch it right there. So you have basically 2 pictures, which I think is pretty cool. I like that feature. Not many phones have this. And then of course you can make that wide lens right there, so capture more people. So pretty cool, guys. So use an image as a guide to take photos with the same composition. So there you go. If I want to take a picture of like food, I can kind of take a picture of that and it'll help me out. But now you also get effects here. I don't want to spend too much time because I know usually I do urban, vintage, violet. So overall, I mean, there's some cool effects you can put on there. Like, look at that, it just makes it look more realistic. That classic look, I like that a lot. It just makes the picture pop, so I do like those effects. So just keep it on none. It's pretty cool. So you can zoom in if you hold down the shutter button. So as you can see, you hold it down, you can just zoom in. So there you go. Take a picture of that, zoomed in. And then from there, you do have this option where you can share on Facebook, Facebook profile picture, message, email. So overall, it's pretty cool. You can activate your flash. Now your front-facing camera is a little bit different here because it does have that available where you can do a wide-angle shot. So this is a regular shot, a wide-angle shot right here. So as you can see, it captures more people. So instead of one person, you can do the whole family if you wanted to. So pretty cool. Also, there is Q lens and portrait mode. Portrait mode, of course, everybody knows, it blurs out the background. So I will have some videos and pictures and all that stuff in the video, so you can see them, guys. But overall, it's pretty cool. Hey guys, this is a front-facing camera test. Video recording on the new LG Stylo 4. It's 5 megapixels. So yeah, let's go ahead and see. and I'll put some of the specifications on the bottom, but I'm just walking, seeing if there's any kind of stabilization or anything like that. Kind of show you some of the plantation out here. Looks pretty cool. Like I said, this is my local park. It is kind of flooded. I don't know if you can kind of see it back there, but it is pretty flooded. So let's see how well it records in really good you know, lighting. Let's see if there's any kind of stabilization if we're running. Hopefully I don't trip and fall, but nah, I think we would be okay. So let's see how well it looks. On my end, it looks okay here in the viewfinder. So I don't know, like I said, it's pretty good lighting. Gotta hate this little thing how it's like that. But there's the park back there. Let's say it's not bad for 5 megapixels, right? Hopefully the colors come out good, and like I said, this is the front facing camera. Hey guys, so this is the rear facing camera on the new LG Stylo 4. So as you can see, it's recording 1080p. Very good. It's supposed to have some kind of stabilization. So let's see how well it records. So we're gonna go down these steps. It's a really dark, gloomy day here. It's been raining really bad, just managed to get out. So let's go ahead and record. So I'm going down these steps. So let's see how well it records. If it's shaky or anything like that. Let's say this is a rear facing camera test. As you can see, a lot of wildlife, so it does seem like it takes a lot, not a lot, but a little bit to focus. So here's some close-up flowers. Let's see how well they look. On my screen it looks kind of dark, but I don't know. Here's some water right here. Like I said, this is the rear facing camera. So let's go ahead and walk around a little bit more here in the park. See how well it does. You can see they're pumping out the water out of this pond. It's just overflown. Let's see if we can zoom in. Nope, you can't zoom in. But overall, it looks nice. Definitely wanted to kind of come here and walk a little bit. So let's see how well it does if we start jogging. As you can see, there we go, we're jogging a little bit. Any some more stabilization? I don't know. Like I said, there you go, some birds. Pretty okay, definitely. Hopefully it doesn't start raining on me, you know. In here, as you can see, it does PUBG just puts it on low. Now let me show you. Remember I was telling you there is some lag to this phone. Look at it. There's even lag with bringing down the volume. Like I said, overall this phone does have 2 gigs of RAM, guys. I would say it definitely tends to lag, especially when it starts getting hot sometimes. But you know, it depends. I like gaming on my phones, and let's see how we do with PUBG. Alright, so we're starting to load now. So let's see. Oh, geez, some lag, but that's normal. That's usually when people are loading. So you can see, look at that, the lag right there. I can't even move. Does this game just freeze on me? Oh, Jesus. Alright, so like I said, that could be just from people loading in, but I mean, usually you don't experience this much lag, so I don't know what's up with that. That's another thing right here. If you're gaming, see how I'm holding the phone? That's usually how people hold it. Guys, that speaker, I'm going to talk more about it later on, but it does get covered up pretty easy, and that's one thing that I think is a flaw with this phone. They should at least make the speaker in the front as well, kind of like what Motorola does. It's not yellow loaded at all. Look at that. What is this? Jesus. So let's see if this thing's playable. And so there we go. So let's look for some items. I mean, most phones, and remember that this game is optimized for, it is basically optimized, so you can play this game with like a 3-year-old phone. Like, if I can play this pretty fine with the Stylo 2, I mean, I shouldn't have much issues playing on here. But as you can see, there's some lag. But let's see how well we can do. Hopefully we can survive. It's a little bit hard looking through the camera lens as well, so just be patient with me. This game for gaming, just know it's, you can run some games, definitely, you know, you won't have much issues, but just playing the more advanced games, you are going to run into some lag. Oh. So there we go. Oh. Wow. Some lag right there. Jeez, I can't even. I mean, it's just God. Yeah, so we got one. Got one, boys. One for the team right there. So there we go. That's all I was really looking. So let's exit some of this stuff to get some more resources. Now, Asphalt 9, everybody wants me to check this game out, so let's go ahead. Now, one thing I tell you is the phone is starting to get a little warm. I'm not going to lie to you. It's mainly by the camera area. Just from playing PUBG. I didn't even play it that long, but it is starting to get a little warm on me. So just be aware of that. If you have a case, you shouldn't notice it much. But if you have a bare bone, like the way I'm holding it and stuff, you will feel that heat kicking in. So let's see how much battery. I do have about 80% battery. So there's one thing with this game, guys. You do have to change your controllers. I don't know why it always wants you to go ahead and do a gamepad. I don't know. Like I said, I'll just go ahead and do touch. So there you go. You can hold this button and drift. But overall, I mean, whoa, look at this. You can definitely tell the ground right here, it's not super optimized. It is kind of blurry. Like I said, that's just from probably the processor can't handle all the graphics. But overall, it looks nice. I mean, there's no lag. At least I don't see any currently right now. Ooh, crash that guy. So you can see we're doing fine. So like I said, you can definitely tell it's on low settings, guys. That's just something we have to deal with. But overall, I mean, it's playable, like I said. So as you can see, guys, you can definitely game on this. I have tried all these games right here. So Temple Run works perfectly fine, of course, if you can handle it. Modern Combat 5, I haven't been able to play it yet, just because same thing, it asks for a controller with GameLoft. I don't know why I haven't been able to turn it off. It only does it on the LG Stylos for some reason. Like I said, on this model and the unlocked version, don't have this problem with the Moto E5 Plus. Asphalt 9, it does the same thing, but you can just change the controllers. PUBG works fine. Modern Combat, like I said, I haven't played it. Sonic Dash, Into the Dead, Subway Surfer. So all these games, this is perfectly fine for maybe entry-level gamers, even a little bit heavier gamers, but some games, like I said, will require at least like minimum of 3 or 4 gigs of RAM to play it, you know, at full specs and all that stuff. But let's get into it, guys. So you do have your clock, your camera, Sedge works fine. One thing I don't like about this, for some reason, like I said, same thing with this model and the locked variant, is you can't put live wallpapers, at least the ones that I want. So as you can see, I always have the Galaxy ones where they move. I try it and it keeps saying it fails. That's a no for me. I love my live wallpapers, and I know it's kind of like just nitpicky things, but for me, like I said, that was a no. So that's why I went with the Moto E5 Plus, just because it can do that perfectly fine, doesn't give me issues or anything like that. So now another thing that we want to compare now is the camera quality. I mean the speaker quality, guys. So let me show you how bad this is. So it's only a single downfiring. Shout out to Mr. Mosquito over there. But come on, man, you're ruining my shot. Oh damn, I think I killed it. But oh god. So let's show you. Like I said, that is the loudest it gets. So let me show you. You can literally block the whole speaker. I mean, look at it. So if you're watching videos or anything like that, you definitely want to have something to put it on kickstand on, because if not, you're gonna block it pretty easy, and I hate that. So as you can see, if you have it about halfway, I mean, the audio is just not the best. You really have to bump it up. That's the max. I mean, I'm literally probably talking louder than what it is. Like I said, that's the one thing that this phone took an L on, is that speaker. Even the unlocked variant of this phone that has better specs definitely had the same speaker issues. But if you're watching videos, you can stream up to 1080p. As you can see, you can watch videos up to 1080 because the screen is 1080. So overall, watching YouTube videos on this is perfectly fine. Like I said, you definitely probably want to get some headphones or a Bluetooth speaker if you really want to jam to like Pandora or anything like that. Like I said, in a small room, yes, you're fine, guys. You can hear it. But if you're like in the living room when there's a lot of noise, you're not really going to be able to hear that. And that's something I don't like about this phone. But overall, apart from that, I mean, it's great. There is a gyroscope in there in this phone. There's no NFC on the Boost Mobile variant, which sucks. And there's no quick charge. That's another thing that I don't like about this, is there's no quick charge or fast charge. I actually tried it with the fast charger and nothing happens. The unlocked variant of this phone and the Metro and the Cricket one, I believe, does have it. Like I said, this phone's going to be $200 on Boost Mobile if you buy it from them, unless they do a port in and get this free. It's not worth it, guys. I'm going to tell you right away. The screen is great at 1080 with full brightness, but if you have halfway, it's super dull and dark. It's not even worth it. But with having the screen just so bright, I feel like it's draining the battery and it gets hot. Like I said, gaming does fine, but it will get hot. The speaker sucks. The stylus is I like it, and I do like that it has the headphone jack, so you should be fine. That's what people really want. You know, the phone's for. The battery life on this is great. It will get you about all day through, you know, depending on heavy use and stuff. It will get you definitely a full day's worth of battery. I haven't had to charge it more than once per day, and that's usually when I go to sleep. So let me just show you some quick settings and stuff here before we end this. It does have Calling Plus. I haven't tried it out. It has DTS:X 3D surround, airplane mode, Bluetooth, of course, flashlight. The flashlight, I'll say it's not the brightest, honestly. I mean, look at that thing. It's pretty small, but yeah, it's a flashlight, right? In the dark, it just illuminates. A battery saver extend, location comfort view, which I like a lot when you're, you know, if you're reading books or anything like that. I definitely like that. Or watching videos even at night. Some phones don't have this feature, and it does strain your eyes. Data saver, of course. Let's go into the settings of the phone. So here are some of the settings you want to see: Calling Plus, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, mobile data, calling, tethering, shared media saver, LG AirDrive, printing, sounds. I do like that LG does the ringtone ID. So if you want to know when your mom's calling, you can have a specific ringtone for her, your sister, your brother. Flash alerts for incoming calls. Usually this is pretty cool. Usually this you would have to have in accessibility. I like that they just have it right there. So kudos to you, LG. Do not disturb, sound quality and effects. So this you do have to have some headphones in, because you do have an equalizer and all that stuff. So overall it's pretty nice. Some of the stuff, I mean, Touch ID, Screen ID. You do have, I believe, a blink LED. Whoops. Little LED light up there. Well, it's blink ID is what they call it, whatever. Home screen, as you can see, if we go into home screen, you can put the home screen with an app drawer if you like. I usually don't. I just leave it like it is, but you can put an app drawer. Before, you would have to wait for like a download to come, software update, but no, not with this phone. You can make the icons bigger and all that stuff, the shapes, so that's pretty cool. You can customize a lot with this phone: wallpapers and themes, fonts, even home touch buttons, so you can arrange that. And As you can see, colors and stuff like that. There's just so much customization down here. The colors do change. So much customization with this. I do like that. Screen resolution is pretty cool. You can bring it down to low at 720 if you want to save more battery. You know, it won't look as great, but hey, you know, 720 is still HD. I mean, you'll be fine. This is a big screen, so mini view. So you can have the mini view where it makes it smaller. Shrink screen. This says wipe left or right across the back button, home and overview. So there you go. As you can see, you just swipe the buttons down there, and it makes it a lot easier for you to be able to scroll to the menus or anything like that. Like I said, it's 6.2 inches, lock screen, fingerprint sensor. Smart lock, so you do have smart lock. With smart lock, let's see, so you do have trusted face, kind of facial recognition, trust device, voice match, trust places on body. So this, you can literally unlock it with just looking at it. Now, is this phone worth it if it's free or $30? Of course it is, guys. I'm not gonna say no to that, but overall, like I said, there is just better choices, especially with the J7 Refine now coming down to $150. That's definitely worth a pick. In the race is the Moto E5 Plus, guys. So that's definitely worth it. You can get it for $150. Actually kept my phone. It's that great, guys. I would say it has a slight better camera. Doesn't lag up, doesn't heat up as bad as this. And 3 gigs of RAM definitely help it versus 2 gigs of RAM if you're multitasking. The screen's crazy bright and the speaker's bright. I mean, super loud compared to the Stylo 2. So for $200, I would say skip on it. Wait for a sale, maybe a holiday sale. If you're gonna give it to a kid, or something like that, or maybe have it as just, you know, a throwaway phone or your backup phone, it's worth it. I have still the Stylo 2, guys, and honestly, I don't feel it that fast, that much quicker than the Stylo 2. That's just crazy, you know. Look how quick that is. I mean, good God. You know, and then if you turn it off, look at that, boom, turns off. Versus this one, just seems like there's like a little lag. I don't know if they're trying to do this extra animation or whatever, even to unlock it. I mean, I don't know, guys. Like I said, my final verdict on this is I'm probably going to give it a 6 out of 10 just because of all the issues. At least for my taste, the speakers are no. The screen resolution is iffy because if you brighten the screen all the way to 100, but you shouldn't have to make it all the way to 100% for the screen to look that great. Like I said, if I dumb it down or dim it down, I mean, it's dark compared to other phones, guys. That's crazy, you know. Maybe they're trying to save the battery. The battery life is pretty good on it. Watching videos on it, it's great, you know, if you have a kickstand. That way you're not covering up the earpiece. But for $200, I'm going to say skip on it, guys. Like I said, if you really want this phone, you probably wait till it goes on sale. Yeah, guys, that's my review on the LG Stylo 4. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully it wasn't too long. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Check out netbuddy.co if you want true unlimited AT&T Hotspot. Never throttle, never congested for only $60 a month. Use my promo code and link below so you can save $10. Thank you guys for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Dragon Warfare signing off.